All right, what's going on, YouTube family? So I am back with another tutorial, and this is my third time trying to knock this out. I've been having some technical difficulties, and then I was just messing up. So third time's the charm, I hope. Well, it better be because I'm not doing this again. So if I mess up, I'm gonna just keep rolling. Anyways, I am back with another tutorial on mixing lead vocals. The last one that I did was almost a year ago. I've got new plugins since then. I've got new ways that I'm doing things since then. And so I just wanted to, I guess, talk to you guys about how I'm doing things now. So I have a song that was recorded here last week by Terry Notes, who you guys have seen on the channel before. And it was just a real quick verse that he's doing to the Immortal beat by J. Cole. And yeah, I'm going to play what I've done to it. I really haven't done an official mix to this yet, but I wanted to do something for you guys just to show you what I've been doing to process vocals lately. So I'm going to play it, and then I'll take all of the processing off and play it again. Then I'll go through each plugin one by one.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance back. It takes patience to be great, the time will come for that.
And here's without any of the plugins.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype.
All right, so yeah, as you can hear, we started off with from a pretty good spot with just the raw recording. So the first plugin in the chain is the VMR. As you guys know, I like to use the VCC plugin on the first insert of every track. I usually use, or a lot of times I use the SSL, one of the SSL emulations. Here lately, I've been really liking the Neve emulation, so that's what I went with on this particular record. After that, I wanted to control the vocal with a little bit of compression, so I used the Slate 1176 emulation. And as you guys know, I like to go with a really fast release just to keep the vocal aggressive and upfront. And then I went with a slowish attack, if you want to call it slow. The attack times on 1176 are always pretty fast. And I'll play it so you can see the gain reduction. I think I'm getting about 5 dB gain reduction.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype.
All right, so yeah, just to control the vocal a little bit, and it also gives it a little bit more brightness as well, just a characteristic of an 1176. I love that emulation. The next plugin that I'm using here is this Lift plugin, and you can look at it as, I guess, an EQ, or it may be more of like some sort of saturator in specific frequencies. One or the other, but I like what it does. So I'm using the present button here on the high lift. The present is more of, I feel like, a 2K to 5K range. The silky is more of your air range. And so I like to use this plugin just to boost the presence in a vocal.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype.
Yeah, it's just giving it more of that modern sound, in my opinion. So I went with that. And a trick that I've been using recently to get that air in the vocal is just by using this air plugin from Slate. I'm able to boost all the way at 30K. You can really feel that air coming in, but it's not rolling down into the frequencies where you're starting to get, harshness or sibilance, which to me and a lot of people that I talk to, it's tough boosting the top end without getting really sibilant. So this has been a really cool trick that I've been using lately.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance.
So a little bit of that goes a long ways, and then you can kind of play with the slopes as well to fine tune it. But yeah, I've been using this series of plugins quite a bit lately. And then I followed that up with the SSL from UAD, the SSL E channel. What I'm using here is the filter, the dynamic section, as well as the EQ. So with the filter, I'm rolling off everything below 120 hertz. Then I bring in the compressor. You have the option of using a fast attack or a slower attack. I'm going with the slower attack since I'm already getting a pretty quick attack from the 1176. 4-to-1 ratio, and then I just dialed in the threshold until I was getting about 3 dB gain reduction.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance back. It take patience to be great, the time will come for that.
And then I try to adjust the output just to match where the volume was before going into the compressor. After that, I brought in the EQ. I'm barely boosting the top end. I'm boosting maybe a dB, a shelf above 8K. So at 8K and above, everything's getting boosted about 1 to 1.5 dB. Then I'm boosting around 5K, maybe almost 5 to 6 dB. So pretty heavy boost right there. Around 300 hertz, I felt like the vocal was a little too thick. So I'm pulling that out about a dB and a half with a fairly narrow Q.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life.
That was without it. Here's with it.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write.
Okay, so obviously the vocal is a lot brighter now. It's kind of harsh, and the S's are a little bit out of control. Plus, I'm hearing a few frequencies that are a little out of control. But overall, I have that brightness that I want to match a lot of modern vocals. So to control those frequencies and those S's, what I did was I brought in the Pro Q2 and notched out those 2 frequencies that I was hearing.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Every day my penmanship not. I guess
So those 2 frequencies were bothering me. So I'm going to bypass this EQ so that way you can listen to the vocal again and see if you can hear those kind of poking out at you, and then I'll bring it back in.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice.
And here's with the EQ.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice.
Yeah, that feels a lot more just under control and not as piercy. And then I brought in the Fab Filter Pro DS to kind of control those S's. I used a wideband, which means that when sound in this particular frequency range hits the threshold, it brings the whole vocal down, almost like a compressor, versus just knocking down what's in that frequency range. The reason why I chose the wideband over the split band is just because I generally like the EQ curve that I have right now, and I wanted to keep that. So that's why I went with a wideband.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back.
It's bright, just like Terry Notes is going to want. I know that from experience from working with him, but it feels under control. And then I just wanted to level him out a little bit more and keep him right on top of the beat, sitting right at the volume that I have him at. So I used the vocal writer just to level him out.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip the side, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance back.
So I set the target at a point where the fader isn't moving too much and it's going both up and down in certain spots. Again, this is just to level him out. So I have it on a fast setting, so it's reacting really quick, and I like what it's doing. So the 2 effects that I have on his vocal after I did all of the processing, these effects are just to kind of create a sense of space and dimension, also to make him feel a little bit bigger. The first effect that I have is a slap. To create this slap, I use the stock delay that comes with Pro Tools. I have the left delay set to 70 milliseconds, I have the right delay set to 51 milliseconds. And yeah, so I did that. It's not synced to the beat at all. Afterwards, I used the Lo-Fi, which is another stock Pro Tools plugin, and I just lowered the sample rate. So what this does is rolls off the top end of that delay. This effect, I want it to sit back in the mix. I don't want it to be something that's present. So I chose to use that. And then I use the S1 imager just to spread it out. So I'm going to play this effect and I'm going to exaggerate it so that way you can hear it. And then I'll pull it back down to where I have it set.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip this aight, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance back. It take patience to be great, the time will come for that. So in the meantime, what's up, who brought you?
All right, so it's really subtle, but you can hear, especially if you're listening to studio monitors or headphones, you can hear the vocal get really small and just right in the center if I bypass this this effect. And whenever I bring it back in, you should be able to hear the vocal feel bigger and more spread out. I'll play it one more time.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip this aight, you better get with the hype.
All right, cool. I also like that because it seems to just smooth the vocal out a little bit more as well. So after that, I just went with the eighth note delay. I'm just using the H delay. At an eighth note, I've rolled off some of the low end, some of the high end, and then I spread that out as well with the S1.
The flow is like a gift and a vice. Reading writtens, realizing that these lyrics are life, and I literally write. Every day my penmanship nice, I'm dope. If you ain't hip this aight, you better get with the hype. I guess I should've told him I was coming back. Ironic, I'm tired of druggies, but want the substance back.
All right, and yeah, that's just to give him a little sense of dimension, a little bit of space in the mix. So yeah, I generally like to do an eighth note trailing delay that's kind of tucked in the back that you more so feel than hear. So this mix, I did this really quickly just before doing this tutorial because I wanted to just kind of show you guys an updated version of what I'm using nowadays and just my thought process of why I'm using these particular plugins. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up as it helps me a lot to get those thumbs up. It really helps to grow the channel. And I'm getting back to my regular schedule that I used to have, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads. I apologize for slacking on the channel, just been super busy, and I've got to get back on my grind with the YouTube. So expect videos to come up again Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whether they're vlogs or tutorials like this or reviews, anything. Just be prepared. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new videos. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, and I'm gonna catch you in another video on Wednesday. Peace.